here's some more quick tips for catamaran sailors. Yeah, that's right, it's Joe here for Joyrider TV. In today's episode of Quick Tips for Catamaran Sailors, we're going to be looking at jibs. Firstly, we're going to look at what do you do if your battens on your Hobie 16 jib catch on the mast. Then we're going to look at how to roll a rolling jib or a furling jib when it's windy so that it furls nicely. We'll then take a look at what to do if your core and your outer from your rope are separating and you want to get them to stop separating. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, this will become clear when we look at that. And finally, and this is one that was suggested by Steve, how to fit a snap shackle to your top block of your main sheet. Here we go. Okay, so if you ever get it where your jib battens get stuck on the mast, which is quite common with a 16, the way to overcome this is to grab the bottom batten and push it forwards. By doing that, you're actually pushing forwards all of the battens, and there it is, your jib goes round. So we're just going to grab the bottom batten, push it forwards, and then the jib will just go through. There we are. How can you roll a furling jib when it's windy so that it rolls away nicely? Well, let's have a look. We're on a Pacific. So if it's windy and when you want to roll your jib it just keeps flapping all the time, the best thing to do is to turn the boat really deep downwind so you're almost running before the wind, and then you can see there the jib stopped flapping, which makes it the ideal time to roll the jib. And there we are. So if it's windy and you want to roll your jib, just turn your boat pretty much straight downwind and that will make it roll a lot easier. Thank you very much. Okay, so for our next tip, we're going to turn our attention to the main sheet system. Okay, what we do here at Wildwind is on the top block of the main sheet we put a snap shackle. So the snap shackles that we use have a pin through design at the bottom and then the snap shackle part at the top. This makes it very quick and easy to put your main sheet on and off. Now, how big does this need to be, you may ask? Well, here we are with the measuring stick. So across there, what is that? That is 14 millimeters on the inside there, and then the diameter of the pin is, this is obviously not the most accurate way to measure it, 6 millimeters. Or if you want to really nail it, take your main sheet into your local chandlery when you go to buy your snap shackle. But that really is a game changer. If you're sailing, if you're racing a Hobie 16, that's the only time you wouldn't want to use a snap shackle, because you don't want to lose that amount of distance. A normal shackle would come to about there. But on any other type of boat where you're not getting it block to block, like on an F18 or a Tornado catamaran or a Hobie 15 or a Pacific or a Getaway or a Hobie Wave, anything like that, where you can't get away with just a hook, the snap shackle is very good. So here we go, goes through easy, and then when we want to take that off, wow, that's fast. Okay, so for the next quick tip, what do you do if you've got a rope where it's got the core separated from the outer like this? Then the best thing to do to stop it from happening again is to pull a few centimeters of the core out, and then we've got a hot knife here. We'll show you what to do if you haven't got one afterwards. So we're just going to cut about 1.5 centimetres of core off, and then we're going to pull the outer back over there, so then in theory the outer is longer than the core, and then we're just going to seal the end. Just going to cut off a little bit of excess there, and then we're going to seal the end, and there we are, that's done.
Put that further.
Okay, so if we're doing it without a hot knife, what we're going to do is pull out a little bit more this time. Then we'll take the knife and we're going to cut the core, same that we did before. Well, not the same that we did before, we're going to use a knife, not a hot knife. And then we'll pull the outer back over. So there we are. And then we're going to heat seal the end. So this is actually just a normal cigarette lighter. You can also use this to light cigars, so I'm told. And then a lick of the fingers so as not to get sizzled there too much on the hot bit. And there we are, same effect, perhaps not quite as tidy as the hot knife, but there we go. So thanks for watching this edition of Quick Tips for Catamaran Sailors. I hope you found this informative and interesting. If there's any tips that you would specifically like the any tips at all that you'd like, then just let me know, just put it in the comments. Thanks again to everybody who's been supporting the channel using Patreon or shopping at totaljoyrider.com, or just hitting that like button. That is supporting the channel as well. Just to hit, if you hit the like button, it means more people will get to see this. So thanks very much, and we'll see you next time.